Hey, do you remember me? It's Physic. It's Physic. It's me. I'm back. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, please do leave it a like, subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. So, it's been a while. Yeah, I don't know, I'm having real trouble with life at the minute. I just can't do it. It's bad, it's really bad, but it's a new year now and I need to just get on with things. It's not gonna happen, is it? You know, probably in 3 or 4 days time I'll start feeling crappy again and then the cycle will repeat itself and should I end it all? No, not really. Do you like my new style? It's pretty in right now, so keep your comments to yourself. We're going to obviously be taking a look at ONISION'S completely baffling mental breakdown that is still going on. There is not a single thumbnail that you can see from his channel page now that isn't him going... That's good. And he also isn't really getting any more than maybe 10% likes, but he's killing it. Let's be honest here. He's killing it. So, before this breakdown, he was getting around 10 to 20,000 views on his videos. I'll just go from his latest video. 170,000 views, 160,000 views, 260,000 views, 160,000 views, 130,000, 109,000, 230,000, 200,000, 200,000, 250,000. So, essentially, he's not making 10-minute videos, but ironically, this is the best his channel has been doing for years, literally years, because he's uploading basically daily and he's getting those views. The world doesn't make sense. Now that he's actually being hunted by the FBI for being a predator, he's killing it, but we all know why, because we all love a good breakdown and we all love to see bad people suffer, because we're demons in human skin. That's why. I'm not gonna lie, I've been away for a little while, so there's a lot to catch up on. It's nice to be back. I know I've been away for a while. I apologise to everyone because I haven't really spoken to anyone. Basically, Christmas is a very hard time of the year for me, considering my brother passed away not too long ago, so it's just a horrible nightmare for me and my family. So hopefully now we're getting back into the new year, I can just shove it all into the back of my brain, into a little box and just throw away the key forever. That works. That's how you get rid of your problems, and they never come back. Not ever. Alright? Alright, let's do this. Oh, it's a weird situation, because this guy hated and calls himself a comedian, makes comedy videos, which are bad. They're awful. But now that he's having a semi-legitimate mental breakdown, he's become a very amusing person.
I am? So that's what all you haters get, okay? I made a good $240 in a day just holding a street sign, so he's laughing now.
Just the farcical nature of it all is ridiculous. The fact that he's using the stupidity of the situation to make jokes about how he's just going to sue everyone that dislikes the video, it's kind of got a comedic element to it. Not intentionally, obviously, not in the way that he wanted, anyway.
And the reason I'm making today's video is because I wanted to let you guys know that if you dislike this video, I am suing every single person who dislikes it.
But it's got to a point where it's so stupid.
Who's laughing? Not you, because you didn't make $240 begging on the street today, unlike me.
Bragging about making money from holding up a street sign on the street. It's amusing. Why isn't he normally this funny? Why is he not funny when he tries to be and is highly amusing when he's not trying?
Things aren't good. Hundreds of people bullying me, attacking me, ripping apart every aspect of who I am, and more significantly, who I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, the internet's an incredibly vicious place, and you will get torn to shreds for doing just about anything. And in a lot of cases, I think it's completely unjustified, and it's disgusting, and it's horrendous. But in this case, it isn't really. Is it? Really, is it? Is it really? No. is the answer to that. This is definitely, this has been in the making. I don't know. Putting myself in Onision's shoes, I mean, I would have had a breakdown a long time ago. I would have done a lot more than just get a little bit annoyed on camera. I would have been in tatters. But yeah, I mean, you've kind of done some terrible things. I don't know if you've done such terrible things that you deserve to be living in a tent, having been divorced, not being able to see your family, being called a predator, and being a pariah of the entire world. I don't know if he really deserves all of that. He's a terrible person. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Is this what he deserves? Is this too far? I don't know. I'm just a very empathetic person, I suppose. I find it hard to dislike anyone. But, I mean, I'm not one to talk. I've been ripping this guy to pieces online for a long time. So I'd be a massive hypocrite if I was to say that. Which I just did. But I didn't really. I kind of thought it, but didn't say it. So that doesn't mean I'm a hypocrite. That means I'm not a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite. I don't know. Shut up.
There was a channel, probably multiple channels, that literally made reaction videos where they just laughed at me suffering. YouTube has a anti-bullying policy.
Okay. You can't really use the B word here, buddy. Not buddy, but bullying. I don't think you can go as far as say you're being bullied, because, I mean, you've done all of these things. You've done them. So people that have a right to criticize you and, have a problem with you. And most, like 99% of all the videos, including myself, that talk about Onision, we don't laugh at his misery. Like, we're not just cackling away, happy to see that this has all happened, happy to see that his family's been torn to pieces. No! That's not how this is. You've done terrible things and we have a right to criticise you for it, especially when you put your entire life online. And you're still doing it! You're still doing it! You have opened the doors to all of these dislikes and all of... not comments, because you disabled your goddamn comments. But... you've kind of brought this on yourself in a very large way. But yeah, again, I don't know. It's a mad situation. But no, you're not being bullied. Shut up. This isn't our fault. This isn't all our fault, you ridiculous human being. And another thing is that there are idiots everywhere. There are idiots everywhere that comment on everything. You can't listen to that 1% that are cackling away, laughing at your misery, and say that reflects on everyone that is criticizing you, because that is an incredibly, that's just selective memory functioning right there. That's ridiculous, because that is often what he says. He often attacks every one of us as if we're doing the things that only this 1% are doing. You cannae do that, Captain. Ooh. Speaking of Captain, just finished downloading The Lighthouse, the new Robert Eggers movie. Robert Eggers is the director of the wonderful The Witch that came out in 2016. Fantastic horror masterpiece. Now we have Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, one of the most incredible actors of our time. Yeah, Twilight. Who gives a crap, man? He's brilliant. He's actually fantastic. So I'm so excited to watch that. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen it. Anyway, moving on.
I got a call from YouTube. I did. And they said, oh, we need you to take down your Shane Dawson videos.
What? What? You got a call from YouTube saying that you need to take down your Shane Dawson videos? Buddy, that makes no sense to me. You don't just get calls from YouTube, for a start, and they wouldn't ask you to remove one of your videos. They would just take it down themselves. What are you talking about? YouTube doesn't work like that. They don't actually communicate with us. They just remove our stuff and that's the end of it. That is so ridiculous. This is like, in a different video, which I will talk about, he said that he was fired from his job at McDonald's within seconds. And the way he described it, it's like, that would never happen. That's not how the world works. That isn't how anything works. You don't just have random people coming into McDonald's and saying, hey, this guy's awful. Can you fire him? Yeah, you're sacked, mate. Get out. Who are these people? Dunno. But you're sacked, because they sound like they know stuff. Shut up.
And they say I need to take down even these fan videos where I'm just being supportive on a comedy channel.
A comedy channel. What channel? What, your Onision Speaks channel? I know you're probably talking about your Onision channel, but a massive stretch to call either of them a comedy channel, especially Onision Speaks. That's not a comedy channel, never has been. You may think you're saying funny things when really you're just bullying defenseless people. Shane Dawson being one of them. You've been an awful person to Shane Dawson, but why? Why would YouTube, Google just ring you out of the blue and say, can you remove all your Shane Dawson videos regardless of the content involved? If they wanted you to remove the you're kind of insinuating that they would be calling for you to get rid of the negative videos. So if they thought they were negative, they wouldn't call you. That doesn't happen. They would just get rid of the videos and send you a thing saying, not good. Not good. Like if you upload a video of someone being murdered, a beheading, they're not just going to call you and say, hey, we don't like that. Can you kind of just, get rid of it? They would just remove it. Surely? Am I wrong here? Am I going crazy? It sounds insane.
Don't you think it's a little, against YouTube policy to make tens of thousands of dollars ripping apart a guy who lives in a tent?
What? We're not ripping apart a guy who lives in a tent. We're ripping apart a potential predator, a complete narcissist, a potential sociopath that's so hell-bent on bullying and destroying every last person on this planet. Not a guy who lives in a tent. If you were just a homeless guy that lived in a tent, we're not going to just rip you to pieces because you live in a tent. And I guess what you're probably saying is that people are now bullying you for living in a tent. So what? Don't listen to those people? What, you think any of those people have anything legitimate to say? I'm not going to sit here and say, ha, you're homeless. You big homeless idiot. You've lost your family. Ha ha, loser. Not going to happen.
And you guys are sitting there going, we're so much better than him. He's a loser. Look at him, this helpless person.
This helpless person? What are you talking about? It's such a ridiculous thing to think that you're in any way a victim here. You brought this all on yourself. You're not an innocent man. It's insane to suggest that you are.
Let's gang up on him and bully him till he loses his mind!
There's a very simple thing you can do here, buddy. You could have done this years ago. Why don't you just, quit YouTube? You're not going to have a career on YouTube ever again. Are you that naive that you could possibly think that you can have a glimmer of a chance of having an actual channel on YouTube that is respected by anyone? Look at what's happening, mate. Every one of your videos is bombarded with hate. You are one of, if not the most hated people on the entire internet. You're probably the most hated person. If you ask any popular YouTuber who their least favourite YouTuber is, and they will probably say your name. Give up, mate. There is no point continuing. There hasn't been for a long time. I hope you actually see this. I hope I can actually explain this to you.
So there's no point in getting angry because the show's over. It's curtains. No curtain call. Everyone loved the show, but it just wasn't buttering any parsnips anymore. Brother!
The more you stay on YouTube, the more you'll be ripped to pieces. If you'd given up, or if you've moved on and changed what you did, you may still have your Patreon. You may still have Laney. Oh God, man. Just move on. Start a different life. How can you be enjoying any of this now? It makes no sense that you would continue trying to have a career on YouTube. It's mental. Anyway, that's all I have to say for this video. It's not a long one or anything because my brain isn't working at the minute and I need to just slowly ease into things. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave it a like and subscribe. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thank you so much. I also have a Patreon and PayPal. Links down in the description. Sorry, I've been so absent, and I'm deeply sorry to my patrons because I've been really, just non-existent on Patreon. But there will be lots of exciting new stuff coming out on Patreon and my channel. So, thank you. And I'll be back to streaming as well. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. See ya.